Initiating match.
Yep, you're good to go whenever.
Ready for battle.
With each mission, my techniques grow more optimized.
Iron with blades all the time. Iron with blades all the time.
Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture objective.
And this will go smoothly.
Enemy spotted.
Covering you.
Objective mine. Healing fortified.
Not so fast.
See you.
Behind you. Area denial. Rails empowered and ready to fight. Careful. We're outnumbered.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi there.
Target's locked. Open fire. It's go time. Target down. No powder. This ends now. Area denial. Time for the reckoning.
Hello.
And Kitsune comes out from the side of Tarleton and the other team, as well as Beat. Helios gets a pick onto Fried Rice. Not much is being done here. Enemy Soch falling down to 1 HP. Helios goes down by the hands of Val. Val getting another pick on Trixie. Keeley getting a pick on the Bob, but not before Bob got a pick on a Keeley. Wait, it was a nice trade. And Zorus gets a pick onto Segu, but Val gets a pick onto Falsong, winning the point in overtime. What a hectic battle we had there. Tarleton's ult economy not looking amazing, but it is looking better than the enemy team right now. We do have Overcharge coming up. Dampish Penny taking some damage here. Not sure what's going on. Fried Rice going in. Doing some nice damage off. Dampish Penny falling to about half HP. Overclock getting popped. Trixie getting down to 1 HP. Helios as well. Zor's getting low himself, so is Val. The Dampish Penny keeping him up. Fried Rice got a pick on the Helios. Val getting a pick on the Falsong. Zor's getting a pick on the Trixie. And are they going to be able to stop him and win this first point? Dampish Penny pops a Coalescence. Got a pick on the Kile. Segu getting taken down by the hands of Dampish Penny. I think that Moira swap was what they needed. Nice and well played from the side of Tarleton there. Getting up 50, then going to overtime. And then just able to bring it back and win the round. Amazing performance.
So, I noticed you didn't send me bananas.
The Texans, both teams seem to be staying with the exact same comp here. The Texans need to be careful of the boops here. Can be pretty dangerous.
Hello there.
I have seen some bad things happen whenever Lucio's on this map.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I'll find my own path.
Not sure what's going on here. We're gonna fight on the bridge here over here. Val getting down to 1 HP. Dampish Penny's getting about half HP. Helios going down to the hands of Val. Segu down to 1 HP. Zorus gets a pick onto Segu. Falsong taking some massive damage. Val taking him out. And that's gonna be Fried Rice getting Trixie. And Kile behind. Maybe get that stagger. And that's gonna be an amazing stagger from the side of Tarleton there. And they're gonna get first cap on the point. Val just getting some little bit of pick damage and some ult charge here. Don't seem like Tarleton is gonna play up here. Helios taking some massive damage here. Zor's getting in some nice damage in the backline, putting some major pressure, getting the Suzu out. Amazing. Zor's in the enemy backlines here, just being a nuisance, doing everything he can, trying to get that Lucio. He's unable. Recall comes out. Val gets a pick on the Helios. Penny finishes off Kile with a skill orb, and Bob gets a pick on the Falsong. Zorus gets a pick on that Trixie, and they're probably gonna just and Segu will decide to just reset there. That's gonna be another team fight win for the side of Tarleton here. Tarleton just cannot crumble here. Has to be aware that there's people on the outside right there. First taking a bit of damage. Bob getting kind of dangerously low there. Pulse comes out, and that's going to be a Clark Pulse from our favorite Zorcy there. Trixie gets a pick onto Fried Rice and Zorus, and then onto Bob, popping the ult. Dampish Penny just trying to escape. Val trying to do as much as he can, getting a pick onto Trixie, but Segu takes out Val. And Dampish Penny is just going to get out. But we do have 4 massive ults coming up. And it does seem like Trixie did swap onto the cast here. I see a bit of a Kitsune and a Overclock here. There goes Overclock. No Kitsune yet. Doing a lot of damage. Kitsune comes out from the other team here. Well, up from the Queen. Suzu used. Zor's gets a pick on the Kile. Val gets a pick on the Falsong. Zor's getting another onto Segu. Dampish Penny with a skill orb again onto Helios. And Zor's cleaning up, getting the pick onto Trixie. Val's just trying to get some damage, trying to maybe stall them here so they can't touch point. And that's going to be beat out of Kile there. Val getting down to 1 HP. Has to be careful. Dampish Penny tried to heal him, but unable to with the Coalescence. Zor's getting 2 with the pulse! Yeah, but Penny getting Helios. And Zor's is just doing everything right here. Kitsune did come out from us. Everyone just fighting the queen. Bob getting the pick on Stegu. We're gonna hear Blade come out, but it's not gonna be in enough time to touch, and that's gonna be map 1 for Tarleton. Amazing round. It was getting kind of scary in the first round, whenever enemy team was kind of just taking over. But Tarleton brought it back and was able to get their head back in the game, and that's gonna be a play of the game from Val. Nice shot onto Helios there. And then just massive damage onto this queen here. And then a bit of a nice shot just everywhere else, and great play from everyone. I mean, great comeback. It was starting to look a little rough round 1, but Tarleton was able to bring it back. Now we're going on to the next map. Curious what we're going to see here. Probably around the same comp, maybe a little bit different out of Fried Rice though. Not sure. Alrighty, and now we are here for payload on this beautiful map, Circuit Royale. I am kind of curious what we are going to be running here. I do know Zorse loves his Widow, but probably just on defense. Probably going to see about the same comp from Tarleton. Maybe a little switch up on Fried Rice here. I am curious what the other team's going to run. Maybe about the same.
Ready for battle.
Just about the same, but we see Falsong on the Ram and Segu on the Baptiste. And it is going to be the exact same comp Tarleton opened up with last map. Fried Rice probably will switch after seeing that Falsong is on the Ramatra here. It's just a beautiful map as we get set up here. And it's just... We do have a Juno on this enemy team this time, instead of that Kiri or the Lucio. And here we go, getting started. Val starting out, getting some damage onto that Ram. Zorus just getting some nice damage, going after that Genji. He may have to recall, but he gets some nice healing there. Strider's going on the Ram. Ram used big form. Ram is antied and low HP, but was in the Immort. Fried Rice does take care of the Immort, and Val will get that pick on the Falsong there. Fried Rice getting a little low here, needs to be careful. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Helios, and Val taking out Segu. And it does seem like we're just going to try and get any distance we can to just take space here. Val's just doing what he can. Gonna just payload push him while the enemy team respawns. Helios getting a little bit low there. Allsong taking some massive damage. Trixie gets a pick onto Zorth, but Fried Rice takes out Allsong. Fried Rice kind of going in here. Dampus Penny getting a nice pick onto Trixie. Not sure where that came from. And just a bunch going on here. Fried Rice doing some good damage, and Bob takes out Helios here. Is taking space already past the first checkpoint. Dampus Penny just being a pretty little princess sitting on cart. Val getting a nice pick on the Trixie here.
I am unbreakable.
Bob getting a little low. Dampus Penny just trying to heal. Bob getting a little low. Fried Rice getting a little low. Everyone's just going in right now. Fried Rice getting down to 1 HP and gets taken out by Segu. Bob goes down to Trixie here. Zor's getting down to 1 HP as well, but gets a health back, I'm assuming. And it does seem like we're going to see a reset on the side of Tarleton here, as we did lose our tank. I was just getting some nice damage and ult charge here. Fried Rice about to go in, and he's in. Nano comes out. That's a Nano Fried Rice, baby. Fried Rice taking some massive damage here, though, breaking LOS of his healers. Fried Rice gets the pick onto Trixie. Zorz takes out the Immort. Fried Rice getting another pick onto Helios. Fried Rice just going in, doing some nice damage. This Ram here. Ram's unable to do anything. Fried Rice is going to eventually finish off Allsong here. Zorz going at picks. And we did see a swap onto the Torb here from Helios. Getting rid of that turret really quick. Gotta help out our Tracer any way we can. Almost have all 5 ults on the side of Tarleton here. And we just about the same for the enemy team. And Pulse comes out, and that's a great Pulse, but it is stopped by the Immort. Doing some nice damage though. And Helios does get the pick onto Zorz. Window gets popped. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Segu after popping the Primal, but gets too much damage incoming. Trixie takes down Fried Rice. Now Tarleton's gonna have to be a little safer here. Val's just getting some nice pick damage. Poke damage, sorry. We do have Overclock here ready to go. Overclock does get popped here. We see Orbital Ray come out from the enemy team. Keeley gets a pick on the Dampus Penny. Everyone goes down. Bob and Val falling to Fallsong. Keeley getting the pick on the Fried Rice, and Zor's just trying to find something here. Maybe get a pick or two, but is unable. Segu gets a pick onto Zor's, and Tarleton's just gonna have to waddle their way back real quick. But we do have around 4 minutes on the clock and just a little bit more to go. We do have Kitsune Rush ready to go, and the enemy team doesn't really have any ults to go off of here. And here we see Rush as Fried Rice gets a pick on the Trixie. Zor's getting a pick onto Helios. Fried Rice on 2 of them. Jumps down. And Tarleton's just going to keep pushing, getting very close. Fried Rice able to get a pick onto Segu. Now Fried Rice going after that Juno. Val falling down to 1 HP. Down goes Val by Trixie. Not sure what else can go on here. Fried Rice has to reload. Nano comes out onto the Tracer. Pulse Bomb ready. Are we going to see a stick? We're going to see Torbolt come out, but gets stopped by Zorz. Fried Rice getting down to around 1 HP. Is he going to live? Unable to. Fallsong takes out Fried Rice. And it's just going to be a little bit of play back here as Val swapped to the Genji. Bob and Dampus Penny both go down to Fallsong here. Tarleton's just going to be patient as they have no healing right now. Do love this pick out of Val here. And Sega did swap to the Kiriko. Val getting some nice ult charge, falling down to half HP though. Fried Rice already in there. And that's going to be big for him out of the Ram. And Fried Rice getting ult just in time to save himself here. That's a big damage. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Helios. That's a stick onto the Kiri. Now getting a pick onto Trixie. And now it's just going to be this, trying to take out this Ram. Fried Rice gets a pick onto Fallsong and Zor's cleaning up, getting a pick onto Kile. And that's going to be first round for the side of Tarleton with 2 minutes remaining. Amazing round out of Tarleton there.
Score 0-3.
Clark looking a little nasty on that Tracer right now. And that Genji gameplay was just, as well as the Winston from Fried Rice. I mean, gotta give a shout out to the supports here as well. Able to keep everyone up while trying to fight for their lives in the back line. I am curious if we are going to see a Widow pick out of the side of Tarleton here, though. And what comp is the enemy team going to be running here? Got some nice little racing going on. A little bit of vroom vroom action.
Ready for battle.
We're going to see Fried Rice on the Hazard and Val on the Torbjorn. I'm excited for this. It does seem like the enemy team is going to fall back to their original comp. Helios, though, swapping over to the Mei. And Zorus is going to be onto the Sojourn here. I do love this pick out of him. Nice little... This is going to be a nice hold. I do love seeing Fried Rice on the Hazard. He's just absolutely lethal with it. Alrighty, and we're getting started here.
Stop the payload.
Nice damage coming out. Val falling a little low here. But Fallsong losing some health here as well. Val getting to about half HP, but it's putting out some big damage. Just a little bit of back and forth, nothing too exciting going on. Fried Rice may go high ground here, try and get him off. Dampish Penny just doing some damage, trying to force him off high ground here. A little back and forth. Fallsong falling down to 1 HP. Dampish Penny getting the finishing blow onto Fallsong here. Look at this back and forth. Zor's getting a nice shot onto Trixie there. Getting some nice charge off of that shield. Mardar's getting down to about half HP. Mardar's taking some initiative here, getting some damage in. Mardar's getting walled off, has to be careful here. Is able to get LOS back onto his supports here. Turret does go down. One of my favorite things. We are going to see Rush come out from the enemy team here. Fried Rice getting dangerously low here. But able to live. Both supports on Tarleton are getting low. Bob down to 1 HP. Nano comes out. Fried Rice going in. Zor's getting a pick onto Trixie here. Fried Rice. So much is going on. My head's spinning here. We're gonna see ult out of Fried Rice here. A lot of the enemy team just locked into that room. Zor's falling down to about half HP. Big Form comes out from Ram here. We do have 3 ults ready to go. Torbjorn, Overclock, and Kitsune Rush here. Able to block it off. Window comes out. Big anti from Dampish Penny here. Val just trying to keep up his turret. Fried Rice taking massive damage. Segu gets a pick onto Zor's. Fried Rice has to be careful here. Val using the Torbolt, able to get a kill on Helios. Just a little bit of trading going back and forth here of damage. Fried Rice is in there right now. Nano is back up already. We're going to see ult come out from the enemy Ram here. Nano goes onto Fried Rice. Gets some good damage. Fried Rice gets a pick on the Segu. Trixie takes out Val, but Dampish Penny takes out Trixie. Fried Rice getting a pick onto Kile. Fried Rice going down to the ram here. That May getting down to literally 1 HP. And Dip is spinning with the lob. Spinning with that Kobe. Getting a nice pick onto Helios there.
30 seconds.
We are going to see Overclock and Kitsune come out from the side of Tarleton here. Massive damage coming out. Ram falling down extremely low. We do see Mayo come out. Trixie getting a pick onto Fried Rice. Fried Rice, but getting a pick onto Kile. Not going down without a fight. Zor's taking out Helios. Trixie taking out Bob. Zor's taking a quick little nap. And we are in overtime. Trixie does take out Zor's. We are going to see Kile swap onto the Lucio and Helios onto the Tracer. Trixie does take out Dampish Penny. Fried Rice is back in time to try and stall and not let them get this point, but goes down to Trixie. Val goes down to Fall Song here. And that's going to be first checkpoint for the enemy team here.
Under my protection. Payload's on the move. Let's stop it.
Big damage going on to that ram there. Bob throwing a couple kunais, trying to get a little damage out.
Let me balance you out.
Val does have his ult again. We are coming up on Nano as well. Bob getting down to very low HP. We hear Nano come out from the enemy team here onto the Ramatra. Falcon taking out Fried Rice. Very unfortunate. Valfob getting down to 1 HP, and Helios did swap over to the Torb to try and match it. A lot of back and forth here. Val getting, or not Val, Zor's getting a nice shot onto that Lucio. Overclock coming out from the enemy Sojourn. Fried Rice does get anti. Has to be careful here. Does get Suzu down on 60 HP. Nano comes out, but he's just not. He needs more healing, and he gets it. And Fried Rice just going in. That Nano is used to just save his life. Is anyone gonna try and stall here? Zor's getting a nice pick on the Kile. Fried Rice on the point. He's gonna need a lot more care than that. And Helios does take out Fried Rice. Zor's getting a 2K onto his Fall Song and Helios, but Trixie taking out Val. Thank you, taking out Zor's. Bob getting a pick onto Trixie. And they're able to stop the push for now.
Good to see. Hello.
But that's 3 ults out of the side of Tarleton. With only 2, I believe only 2 coming out from the side, from the enemy side here. A little bit of poke going on here. Fried Rice getting his ult pretty quick. Beat comes out from Kile. Fried Rice about to have his ult. Maybe like 3 shots away on an enemy. Fried Rice going in, trying to stay out of that magma, but goes into it. Taking some big damage. Gets healed. Ult comes out from the Fried Rice here. Val getting a pick on the Kile. Segu taking out Dampus Penny. Fried Rice getting a pick on the Helios. Helios Sturry getting a pick on the Val. Trixie getting Fried Rice and Fall Song getting Zor's and Bob.
Well done.
Already, Tarleton has more time than the enemy team here. They just need to hold them.
Hey. Hello.
Coming up on Nano and Torb ult here. Fried Rice is going to go to take high ground here, try and stop them if they try and come this way.
60 seconds.
Payload's on the move.
Fried Rice on a bit of a flank, needs to be careful. Zor's putting us some damage here. Kile falling down to 1 HP, but getting healed. Trixie getting low as well. A little bit of just poke back and forth here. Tried to wall off the ram here. Dampus Penny on high ground. Does have Nano ready. Torbold is almost ready as well. And here it is. Massive anti coming out, but even bigger Suzu coming out from Arkiri there. Fried Rice going on to Kile here. Able to get the pick. And that Sojourn falling down to low HP. 11 seconds left in the round. Dampers Penny, Nano, Zors. Dampers Penny getting a pick on the full song. Fried Rice getting antied and going down. Tanks traded. Trixie getting a pick onto Bob. Zors getting a pick onto Helios. Torbold all over the point. Val able to get one with his turret and the ult. Dampers Penny getting a nice throw and getting the final pick. That's going to be a map 2 win for the side of Tarleton there. Great round from everyone, and that's going to be a Val play of the game. Look at that little cute turret. Amazing tour bout from Val here. Started off with getting one with the turret, then one with the ult. Doing some massive damage, getting whoever that was down to 1 HP. And now we're going to be going on to map 3. Now I'm curious what the team comps may look like going into this next map. Wonder what map they'll pick. And just a quick little question for the person who's streaming this. What is the next game mode? Is it hybrid? Alright. Hybrid, I would love to see a King's Row out of this. I do love that map. But then again, we could see really anyone. Oh, it's push. My apologies. Push. I do know Tarleton does go to Esperanza a lot, but it does seem like we are going to see a Coliseo. And I know Tarleton does love a Coliseo. Oh, wait. They banned Coliseo. My apologies, but no, we're going to Runa Sapi. I am just all over the place. Runa Sapi. Saw a great game from Tarleton last week here on Runa Sapi. Wonder if they're going to run the same comp. Probably Dampish Penny on the Moira. Fried Rice maybe on the JQ. Bob definitely on that Kiri. Zors maybe on a Tracer. Val probably on whatever he feels like, honestly. Soj. But I am curious what the other team's going to run. They've been running about the same thing. Only thing that swapped is the tank mainly, and then Helios just swap into what he needs. And here we go, getting ready for map 3.
Welcome to Runa Sapi.
Do have to agree, this map is very beautiful, but I did not like this map one bit when it first came out. Kind of made me wanna smack my head against like this booth right here. It made me want to go head first into those fruits. And we got a little llama, so cute. Got some generators, another little llama, and then there's a yellow llama, and then we got llama patterns. And then this scenery is just beautiful. Look at those mountains. But I am kind of curious what enemy team is going to run. Probably going to be the same thing. Yep. Trixie on the Cass. Helios back on the Genji. Falsong back on the JQ. Segu and Kile back on their initial roles with Kiri and Lucio. And we are going to see Fried Rice on the Winston here. Dampish Penny is on the Moira. Bob on the Kiri. Zors on the Tracer. And Val on that Sojourn. And here we go, starting off map 3. Very curious how this first fight's gonna go here. Ryder just has to play that Winston for that Genji. It's really useful. Helios falling down to critical HP. Zor's getting about half HP as well. Fried Rice actually going down. Kile is the one who took him out. Dampish Penny falling down to quarter health and getting taken out by Segu here. Tarleton was unable to get a pick here. Fried Rice does swap off and go onto the one, the only, the Queen. I love seeing this man on the Queen. A very respectable Queen player. Zor's getting down to half HP though, trying to cause some chaos. Zor's getting taken out by Trixie here. Ball falling down to 1 HP. Has to be careful. Both shouts come out. Fried Rice getting down to about half HP here. Does hit the knife. Keeley getting down to 1 HP. Fried Rice hitting a good knife. Axe comes out from the enemy queen there. Somehow Fried Rice's axe lands as well. Shout comes out. Damage Penny getting the pick onto Keeley. Fried Rice getting low as well. Needs to be careful. Damage Penny getting pick onto Helios. Fallsong taking out Fried Rice. Zor's getting a pick onto Trixie. Damage Penny taking out Fallsong. And Bob finishing off taking out Segu there. Nice fight from the side of Tarleton. And even though Fried Rice started later on the queen, he already has around the same ult charge. And now we have Kitsune and Pulse ready. We're about to have Coalescence as well. Kitsune comes out from the enemy team here. Pulse comes out. Typical Clark Pulse. Helios takes out Bob. Fried Rice taking out Helios, getting that nice trade. Did pop Coalescence here. Beat did come out from Keeley there. Fried Rice getting down to 1 HP. Trixie taking out Fried Rice. Fallsong taking out Val. And probably going to be a reset from the side of Tarleton here. Segu taking out Zorz. Damage Penny just going to back up a little bit. A little bit of damage coming out, trying to get that ult charge back up. Probably going to see a Kitsune rush or a Queen ult here. Zorz does swap off of the Tracer and go onto the cast here. Fried Rice getting a nice pick onto Helios. Has to be careful here. High Noon is out. Fried Rice does go down to the Noon. Fallsong taking out Val. And Fallsong taking out Bob, and Trixie taking out Dampish Penny here. Seeing two massive ults come out. That Queen ult able to force everyone out of cover. And Queen going onto the supports. Forcing Fried Rice to try and peel, but goes down to that High Noon. Fried Rice probably waiting to hear Suzu get called out. Zor's getting a nice pick onto that Kiri. I don't think he'll need it, but Fried Rice, this would be a perfect time to ult with no Kiri on the field. Now Segu's coming back. Zor's on a bit of a flank here. Getting a little bit of a whiff and has that Queen right in his face. He is going to try and escape, but Zorz does go down to Fallsong. Fried Rice getting a nice axe onto two people. Getting two people. Not sure what happened, but Dampish Penny got Keeley, Bob got Helios, and Fried Rice got the other Queen. Val taking out Trixie and Bob taking Segu for the team kill. Amazing from the side of Tarleton. It looked like Fried Rice ult got messed up a little bit. It looked like he was trying to maybe go through that door. Got a little boop there. Val's getting down to dangerously low HP, but does have Blade coming up. Fried Rice taking a bit of damage here. Both Kitsunes come out. Zor's getting pick on the Helios. Segu taking out Bob. Zorz and Fried Rice getting down to low HP. Fallsong is the one who took out Zorz. Fried Rice may be able to take out this Queen here. He just needs to reload. Dampish Penny does take out Trixie here. And it's just a battle of the Queens, just back and forth. Dampish Penny does go down to Fallsong here. Fried Rice doesn't have any healing, so Helios does take him out. And Val's just trying to do something here. Just prolonging his death. Fallsong does take out Val in the end. Putting a big stagger on him. We do have High Noon ready. Coming up on Queen ult as well. Zor's getting absolutely deleted by Trixie. Helios pops a blade, taking out Bob. And Dampish Penny. That's both supports down for the side of Tarleton. Fried Rice needs to try and back out, and so does Val here. Val is kind of pinched. Finally getting the healing he needed. Dampish Penny getting down to 1 HP. Has to be careful. Able to heal himself back up. High Noon comes out from Zorz here, getting a pick onto Trixie. Axe comes out. Fallsong takes out Bob. Fallsong taking out Zor's. Beat comes out. This Lucio doing a bit of damage. Fried Rice taking out Fallsong here. Depish Penny getting a pick on the Segu. Segu taking out Depish Penny. It was a nice trade there. Val's gonna try and take out the. He's gonna be able to get out. Depish Penny is gonna swap onto the Ana here. It's a tag with the knife there. Kainoon comes out from enemy cast here, unable to catch anyone. Fried Rice with a nice ult. Also taking out Zorus, but Bob taking out Segu. Enemy team now only left with one support. Fried Rice able to take out Trixie. Depish Penny going down to Helios there. Enemy Queen ult was used. Fallsong's gonna take out Val with it. Bob taking out Helios, but Fallsong taking out Fried Rice. Bob getting down to literally 1 HP and getting finished off by Kile. And I'm not sure what Tarleton needs to do, but we need to get some momentum back in this game.
What's up?
Zor's getting a little bit low there, able to heal back up. How much going on? Fallsong taking some massive damage here. Yuzu Blade come out from Val here. Unable to get one though. Yuzu did kind of cancel that out. Fallsong taking out Val. Fried Rice does pick a knife. I'm not sure he wants to pull him near him. Zorus does go down to Segu there. Blade does come out, but it was a massive anti as well. Fried Rice does go down. Helios getting a pick on a Depish Penny with Blade. We're gonna see Val swap onto the soldier here. Fallsong staggering Bob. A little risky here. Kitsune gets popped from the side of Tarleton here. Kainoon getting popped from the side of the enemy team here. Kainoon comes out from Tarleton but gets instantly cancelled. Trixie getting a pick onto Fried Rice, Segu, and everyone just getting picked off. Tarleton unable to come back with that win. That's gonna be map 3 to USAEU, I think is what I saw. Segu with the play on Kiri. This is not something you see very often. Nice little TP, getting some heals in, keeping that cast alive.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yeah, that shot onto Zorus kind of won them the game. Zorus may have been able to get one with that. I mean, great play, and now I believe it should be, or it'll be Flashpoint then hybrid. Then, yeah, Flashpoint. Not sure if it's gonna be on Servosny. We did not, but curious what we are gonna see on like team comp wise here. Not sure. Unfortunate loss on that last map. We just couldn't get any momentum back. But well, we'll be right back for map 4. And here we are on a map 4. Current series score is 2-1, favoring Tarleton here. Got a nice game of Flashpoint coming up on Surabasa. We're definitely going to see, we're most likely going to see Kile back on that Lucio for this map. Speed is key, at least I think, whenever we're playing Flashpoint. We are going to see Val on the Reaper this time. And Zor's onto that Sojourn. Fridar's back onto the Winston, Depending on the Ana, and Bob on that Kiri. And it's going to be about the same comp we saw last map, if not the exact same, from the enemy team here. That Lucio speed is just necessary. I think it's going to be, Tarleton just has all movement characters except for Dampish Penny. Being that old grandma going to be lagging along. And here we are getting started. Does seem like Tarleton is going to go right side. Now probably going to go for a flank. Fridar's taking a little bit of high ground here, getting some nice damage onto Helios. Fridar's jumping back up, trying to take high ground, but gets knifed back down. Big anti from Dampish Penny there. Helios falling pretty low there. Fridar's unable to finish him off. Tarleton taking priority onto that point. Zor's almost able to take out that cast. Fridar's getting really low here. Needs to be careful. Tries to jump out, but is he going to get the healing he needs in time? Everyone on Tarleton is low except for Dampish Penny, really. Trixie does take out Fried Rice. Tarleton does lose their tank here. They need to be a little bit careful unless they can get a pick or something to try and even it out. Helios getting down to 1 HP, unfortunately unable to take out, but Bob and Zorz both get taken out by Trixie here. Dampish Penny's going to get extremely staggered here by Trixie as well, and that's going to be a 3K for him. We are going to see Val swap off to the Reaper and go into the cast, and Fridar's onto the Orisa. I don't see him play Orisa very often. I do hear him complain about it a lot, though. Maybe he knows how to play it extremely well. I mean, I would assume, since he's one of the best tanks I've seen. Nice damage coming out from both sides, really. Fridar's taking some big damage, getting about 75 HP. We do see Kitsuna get popped on the enemy team here. False on getting anti, getting down to 1 HP, but unable to get that kill. Ainu comes out from the enemy cast here. Fridar's getting just juggled around is what I saw. Kile taking out Fried Rice, Bob getting down to 1 HP, Val going down to Helios. Falsong taking out Bob and Dampish Penny. And that's going to be first point to the enemy team, and Zorz is going to get extremely staggered there. Val is going to swap onto the Torbjorn here.
Hello. Hey.
Enemy team is going to have Cryo on this point. Good spear. Ult did come out from the Queen. Queen just getting kind of bullied here. Beat came out. Falsong taking out Dampish Penny. Bob getting down to low HP. Zor's able to take Falsong with them. Helios taking out Zor's and Fried Rice. And it seems, and Trixie getting the pick on the Val, and Helios cleaning up, getting a pick onto Bob. It does seem like we are going to see Zor swap onto the cast here. Tarleton needs to find some way to get momentum in this game. Ardar's getting put down to about half HP. Bob taking some serious damage. Zor's getting down to 1 HP. Val going down to the blaze from Helios. Ult comes out from Fried Rice trying to save his teammates. Zor's getting down to 1 HP. Fried Rice getting absolutely melted. And that's just going to have to be a reset from the side of Tarleton here. And we are going to see Fried Rice swap onto the Malga. Val onto the Genji. Dampish Penny onto the Moira. Actually, Fried Rice onto the Diva. I lied. And Zor's back onto the Tracer. Almost a full team comp swap there. Kitsune comes out from the enemy team. Fried Rice getting demeched already. Val getting down to 1 HP. Fried Rice going down to Fall Song. Zor's getting a little low there, getting his health back though. Val getting a pick onto Segu. Helios taking out Dampish Penny. Trixie getting the pick onto Val. And Zor's is just going to try and stall here, but it's not going to be enough. And that's going to be second point to the enemy team. Does seem like we finally made up our minds and this is the comp we want to run. No more little switchy. Should be a hard dive, able to just go in and just take out anyone they want. Dor's getting a little bit bullied by the enemy team here. Ainun comes out from the enemy cast here. And that's going to be Fried Rice demeched here. Very unfortunate. Fried Rice going down to Trixie. Trixie taking out Dampish Penny. Val getting a pick on the Segu. Kile taking out Zors. And Bob and Val are just going to reset. It was a nice fight, but I think Fried Rice forgot that Castle lasts a little bit longer than Diva Matrix. Zors does have Pulse Bomb here. It looks like we did use Kitsune last fight, so we won't have it for a little bit. Dampish Penny does have Coalescence here, may be able to initiate with this. We are going to see a massive anti from the Queen here come out, and everyone's just going down. Dampish Penny to Helios. Bob to Kile. Trixie takes out Val, and Helios taking out Zors. And Fried Rice just going to get staggered. Helios finishing off the kill after forever. This is going to be rough. Tarleton won't have a tank. They need to try and touch. Bob already getting down to half HP. Everyone getting down to half HP. We're going to see ult come out from Dampish Penny, Val. Enemy Kitsune rush. Enemy Blade came out as well, but Val's Blade was just better at that point. Everyone just getting picks. Kile jumped off the map. And good win back from Tarleton. Maybe this is the momentum they needed. Only had to use 2 ults there, using Coalescence and Dragon Blade. Enemy used Kitsune and Dragon Blade. Enemy Lucio is coming up on ult. They do have another high noon. Tarleton needs to be careful of this. Pulse goes out, gets a pick onto that Trixie. Amazing pulse from Zors there. Fried Rice just diving in, going after the support. Fried Rice taking out the Queen. Bob getting a pick onto Helios. And Kile and Segu are just going to jump off and reset. That's going to be a pulse bomb that fight. Able to win it. Tarleton does have Kitsune and Diva Bomb here. Enemy team is not going to be able to touch in time. He needs to be careful. The Queen's on his backline, but he can't do much whenever he's getting bullied himself. Fried Rice able to save. Skill Orb takes out Helios. Fried Rice does go down and will use the ult just to get a remake. Now going in. Bob getting a pick on the Fall Song. Dampish Penny getting dangerously low. Val getting a pick on the Trixie. Zors getting a pick on the Segu. Val getting another pick on the Kile. Amazing fight from the side of Tarleton there. Only using 1 ult, and that was just to try and keep Fried Rice alive. And the enemy team beat that fight. Not even sure when. He's getting mowed down. Fried Rice already back up to 40% with that ult. Enemy team does have Queen ult, and it's coming up on Kitsune. Segu takes out Fried Rice. Very unfortunate. We're going to see Suzu come out. Blade came out from Val, but unable. Segu gets the pick onto Val. Zor's getting dangerously low. Trixie taking out Zor's. Dampus Penny just gonna try and run here. Maybe get a little bit of damage, try and charge his ult. Coalescence did come out that fight. Dampus Penny just trying to live here. Hardrice just bullying this Lucio, getting him down to literal 1 HP, but his entire team is dead. Trixie took out Val, Fallsong on Bob, Helios and Zors. And Hardrice gets demech'd. Unable to do much there. Again, Tarleton needs to be kind of careful. We don't have pulse this time for that castle. Hardrice somehow getting a nice squish pick onto Helios. Trixie getting taking out Zors. Val getting a nice 2K onto Trixie and Keeley. Dampus Penny taking out Fallsong. And Hardrice finishing off Segu for the team kill. And that's just going to be Kitsune from us. But that was Blade out of the enemy team. The enemy team really only needs to win one full team fight. And they win the game. Hardrice having bomb here could be amazing. Maybe just line it up properly. Dampus Penny just doing what he can to try and keep it alive. Inum comes out. Beat comes out. Tarleton needs to be careful. Hardrice does activate self-destruct sequence. Hardrice, and they're going to C9 the point. Trixie took out Hardrice and Dampus Penny pop Coalescence. But the enemy team just didn't touch point. Val getting taken out by Helios. But now it's just going to be a reset from Tarleton. Get ready for the next point. I get that Diva Bomb was on point, but that was like halfway down the timer. Now we have Pulse Bomb and Blade ready really soon. We should see Kitsune Rush get put up pretty quick. Dampus Penny building some nice ult charge here. Val and Zors both have ult here. Here's what may happen. Enemy team coming up on Kitsune, and there it is. Blade comes out. Kitsune is used. Val getting a nice pick. That's one. That's two. Val gonna try and get out. Almost gets the third. But Dampus Penny took out Helios. Doris took out Segu. Allsong did get a pick onto Val and then jumped off for the reset. And that's going to be one of our ults to one of theirs. Good trade. Hardrice just trying to get some ult charge so he can get back in his mech and be in the safety of having, I guess, technically that extra life. And one more shot. There it is. Hardrice does get back in mech and is the only one that's antied. Hardrice does take a lot of damage. Zor's getting a nice pick on Akile. Kitsune comes out. Dampus Penny getting 2 picks. Trixie taking out Zors. Hardrice taking out Trixie. And Hardrice taking out Fallsong. And I don't think they're going to be able to touch. And that's going to be a map 4 win for the side of Tarleton. Going 3-1, winning the series. Amazing game from both sides there. I wonder who got play here. And of course it's going to be the GOAT, Dampus Penny. On the Moira here. Throwing some healing. Hardrice getting just absolutely deleted out of his mech. Now getting 2 there and doing a lot of damage to that carry. And just everyone cleaning up. Amazing game tonight. And that's going to be a Tarleton win. 3-1. And, I mean, amazing out of both. It was looking very scary for the side of Tarleton there at the end. Losing both first 2 points. And then it just was looking downhill. But Tarleton was able to come back. I think that C9 was really helpful. Tarleton looked like they were losing that fight, but were able to come back and win it. And, well, that's going to be all we have for today. So thank y'all so much for joining us. And I hope y'all will join us, next week? I don't think we have any more games this week. Join us again next week for more playoff matches. Thank y'all for tuning in and have a great night.